Greetings all you maniacs and minds that are grinds. Welcome back to another Warframe weapon showcase. Today is a melee weapon. Yep, the Arca Titron. Okay, this thing is nuts. This thing is a very, very nutty hammer, and it's just, it does not like enemies that are alive. It just wants every single one of them dead, and that's what this thing does. So this is the build. Now, a lot of people might be questioning condition overload. The thing is, actually, it's better with condition overload over prime pressure points. Seems weird, right? Well, when you learn how this thing works and what Crushing Ruin does, you'll kind of see why. Anyway, now I have Fury and Berserker because this is a slow ass hammer. Now you could put another Forma and use Prime Fury. Go ahead if you want to. This thing by default comes with 1 V polarity and 1 dash polarity. I just added another V and there we go. So what does this thing have? What shtick does it have? Well, when you kill enemies, you'll build up a charge. And when you do slam attacks like that, it will let out an AoE of electrical damage, and it does enormous amounts of damage. Like, it one-shots like level 100s. Not just trash units either. Like, it will pretty much kill anything that's close enough, and that's kind of insane. Also, some combos of Crushing Ruin will set it off. So this combo will set it off, but oddly enough, not this combo. This combo right here with the slam, that won't set it off, but sometimes it looks like it does. I don't know what the heck that's about. It's probably just a bit of a bug. But either case, let's spawn level 125 Corrupted Heavy Gunners and show what this thing can do. And yes, I do have Viral on it because this thing has a lot of status and good slashing. So as you can see, also you see that 3 counter up there next to the cat buff. That is the slam capacitor. So as soon as I want to, I can let that go. Now, you do have to keep killing enemies, but this weapon will have no trouble with that at normal levels. Because this thing, you literally just slide down a hallway like that, and you can see the amount of hits I can do. Okay, I'm at 7. How much damage is it going to do to... Yeah, it does. I also hit him with the hammer, so that helps too. That combo I just did, I don't think it sets it off. But again, I don't use that combo a lot. I'm mostly using the block forward combo, which is what this is. Lots of hits, lots of power. Now, before the melee changes, I would say Shattering Storm was the much better hammer stance because you weren't flinging enemies into orbit. You're actually just, killing them. But now Crushing Ruin is better. So if you have a beloved hammer and you format it for Shattering Storm, you might want to form it back for Crushing Ruin, which sucks a lot. That's a waste of a format right there. But it just be like that. Maybe we'll get another hammer stance eventually that will be kind of a mixture of both, or something on the long lines of Temple Royale where it's a lot of fun to use. This is already a lot of fun. I mean, going down the hallway just doing this and hearing the noise that this thing makes when it smacks into multiple enemies is just, it's euphoric. It's great. But anyway, maybe hammers will get an even better stance out there sometime in the near future. Another good hammer, if you don't want the Arca Titron, if you want a faster base hammer with similar sort of damage, is the Gara hammer, the Volus. I can't pronounce it. It's this damn thing. This thing is very, very good too. Anyway, why don't we go a little nutty, huh? Why don't we bring out Valkyr here and give her a big old fucking hammer to lay some smackdown on these heavy gunners that have been talking shit. So first we got to do the usual scrim, and then we just go ham. Of course, she also does have steel charge. I mean, look at this. This hammer is really mean. It doesn't let them do anything. Oh, it's mostly Crushing Ruin, but as you can see there, the slam capacitor wasn't taken off. So it's at 8 right now. I can get it up to 10, and then we can try it against these guys. If I don't, I'm gonna lose it though. Oh, I didn't. Okay. It's at 10. That looked like it did a lot of damage, but keep in mind that these guys have a lot of health, a lot of armor. So it's not like this hammer is going to one-shot them with its effect. That's just not going to happen. But at reasonable levels, let me actually just spawn in a motherfuck ton. Be gone. Of like level, let's say like level 80 corrupted heavy gunners. I think that's sort of equivalent to what you would find if you're doing Kuvalich stuff. Because remember, heavy gunners, corrupted heavy gunners especially, have a lot more armor and health than pretty much most units in the game. Either case, let's just spawn in 20 of these guys, and let's go crazy with slaughtering. And as you can see, I'm just going ham. Of course, I also got the critical chance. Okay, let's see some fresh ones. Boom. It will also electric proc them, so that's another status towards Condition Overload. That's why Condition Overload's better, because this thing pretty much guarantees you're going to get electric procs. Now, if it doesn't kill the enemy, which most of the time it will, you will have another element going towards Condition Overload, and a nice little bit of crowd control there in the form of staggering. So, there's that. Oh, also, keep in mind, Inaros players, hammers have insane finisher damage. I'm talking crazy finisher damage. So if you play Inaros a lot like I do, and you want to get your health back through his passive, I'll do a ins and outs of Inaros soon. Well, the Arca Titron just, you know, these are level 80 corrupted heavy gunners, and it one-shots these guys. Also, this is a cheap and easy way to get the slam capacitor up. Oh, critical chance. You shouldn't have, Kitty. You shouldn't have, Blep. Yeah, it's safe to say that this hammer doesn't give a fuck. It's the I don't care hammer. It's basically Mjolnir in Warframe. But you'd be awesome. One, if heavy attacks were better. But if there was like an augment or a different version of this hammer, where when you build up the charge, you did a heavy attack and you let out like an AoE or like a beam of lightning, kind of like the Amprex. That would be super cool. I don't know if they'll ever do that in Warframe because people will just abuse the hell out of it. But come on, doesn't that sound like a really cool idea? Doesn't that sound awesome? Either way, if you want to make this thing much better at slashing, all you do is you remove the viral, I know, and you put on like Jagged Edge, and it will actually make it make the slash higher than the impact, and you put on Weeping Wounds. I don't have Weeping Wounds, which, if you don't know, gives you status chance per combo multiplier. Not that this hammer needs it. I mean, 83% status. Like, goddamn. But still, that is a thing you can do. One final thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to put a Corrosive build on. Now, Corrosive works really well with this hammer, too. But I find I tend to just put viral on my melee weapons. The thing is that most melee weapons have good status chance and a lot of slash, and I don't mind viral on melee so much because it's much more reliable. Anyway, I mean, look at this. I'm already getting red crits too. Now, if you have ribbons, I would go for range, critical chance, crit damage, and a harmless negative. Maybe like minus impact. I don't know. I don't know how a hammer slashes, but okay. There's going to be that history buff in the comment section. Actually... Yes, I know about freaking hammers in real life. Stop. Let's just talk about Warframe here. Any case. I hate this simulacrum so fucking much. And it's still one-shots with the finishers. Why do hammers have such insane finisher damage? I honestly couldn't tell you. It's a mystery to me. I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments can actually tell me why hammers have such insane finisher damage. Also, it's safe to say that this will work with the gas build as well. I'm going to do that real quick. If you want to take this thing against Corpus, or you just like the AoE of gas like I do, then, you know, it works very well. So, that basically what I'm getting at here is Arca Titron don't care. It's just... I mean, look at this damage, man. This is insane. I love it. God, I love it. Slash plus condition overload and gas at the same time. I think gas still counts as 2 status procs. I'm not sure. Yeah, and that combo right there will set them up for ground finishers, which will pretty much instantly end anything. Did I miss anyone? No, they're all dead. Good. Anyway, that's the Arca Titron. I would highly recommend it. So, to build it, you, well, just buy the blueprint from the market, and you need 2 argon crystals, which are the most annoying things to get there. You need to be MR10. And you will have a very powerful, very fun hammer. If you don't have Crushing Ruin, trade chat 10 plat maybe, if you're curious. Now, Crushing Ruin, I don't exactly remember where it drops. I mean, I've gotten it to drop twice for me, actually. I think I sold one. Anyway, I'm not exactly sure where it drops, but you can find that info out on the wiki. So there's that. Anyway, I implore you to try this hammer. It's so fun, so good, pretty unique. There's no hammer like it in the game. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, in Trobe, we trust.